Hi guys, and welcome back to Science Studies. Today we're doing Ecosystem and Energy Part 2. A community and ecosystem interactions. A community is an assemblage of all interacting species of organisms in one area. An ecosystem is a system of all interacting organisms, including their non-living surroundings. Try to compare the two and figure out what's the difference. Food chain and food webs. Food chain is a passage of energy from one trophic level to the next due to one organism consuming another. And a food web is a series of multiple food chains. A single predator can have multiple species at the same time. The arrow points to the eater, so you'll see in this next picture here. So the tree goes into the caterpillar goes into the spider is eaten by the frog is eaten by the fish is eaten by us. We are not eaten by anything, so lucky us. Except ourselves, of course. uh, Marine plants, so in the San Francisco Bay, salt marsh. Salt marsh goes to the snail, the grasshopper, and then the mouse, the field mice goes to the hawk, and the Norway rat goes to the short egret owl, and sparrows go to the owl too, and to the rat, and sandpipers, so on and so on. This is the Antarctic food web. You can pause and take a look at that one. This is pretty cool. Kinds of organism interactions. Predation is when one animal kills and eats the other. Predator benefits from food. The prey adoption is higher reproduction rate. Prey species benefit by eliminating non-adaptive genes from the gene pool. Poorly adapted predators are less likely to obtain food and thus pass on non-adaptive genes. Competition is when two organisms compete to obtain the same limited resource and both are harmed to some extent. You can see here in this picture, you'll see here. Interspecific is members of the same species competing for the resources. So they're competing for a home. It's the same two species. It looks like quail. I can't quite tell. And interspecific is members of different species competing for resources. So these birds. This is a different bird, and this is a different bird. And they're fighting for food. Competition is the principle of competition exclusion. No two different species can occupy the same ecological job in the same habitat at the same time. Less fit species must evolve in slightly different jobs. Symbiotic relationships. Close physical relationships between two different species. At least one species derives benefit from the interaction. Parasitism. One organism or parasite living in or on another organism host from which it derives nourishment. Ecoparasites live on the host's surface, so that's like fleas, and endoparasites live inside the host, like tapeworms. Very nasty. They live underneath your skin and inside your body. It's, shudder thinking about it. Symbiotic relationships. So here you have so one organism benefits the other, and the other is not affected. So remoras and sharks. So this is a remora fish. They cling to the shark, and the shark kind of cuts the water, so they use less energy trying to swim. And when the shark is hunting, they can get little bits of food. So the shark isn't affected. Actually, a little bit. It eats parasites off the shark, but the shark doesn't really care. It would live without it. That's pretty cool. And then you got the spider living between the horns, catching tons of bugs. He's not affected at all. And you've got these birds here that when the elephant walks through the grass, it kicks up grasshoppers and stuff. Not purposely, because they all get scared. And so these little birds right here, they eat them, and the elephant's not affected at all. That's pretty cool. And mutualism with both species benefit. In many cases, they can never exist without each other. Like this one, he sits in the zebra's butt and eats the seeds from the poop off of his tail, and so he's getting food and he's getting clean. And bees getting pollen from plants, and the plants repopulating. And golden jackals, once they have expelled from a pack, they will trial for tigers and the remains of their kills. See you guys later.